So y'all remember that weather from yesterday? It was 70 degrees and sunny. Here's what we're driving through to get to the start of the Trans-Wisconsin Trail. It's April 28th, and we've got 3 to 8 inches of snow predicted. So it should be an interesting drive, but it sure is beautiful. So one thing my buddy thought to point out as we're navigating along this Trans-Wisconsin Adventure Trail is how we're navigating it. You can see over here on the driver's side, we've got the GPX Viewer app, and we've downloaded the GPX file for the overland route from Lone Wolf Expeditions. If you Google Lone Wolf Expeditions overland route, you'll see it, and the owner of that site has kindly shared his GPX file with the public, and that's what we're using here. This is one of the many country roads I'm sure we'll be enjoying over the next couple of days, but these snow conditions certainly make it a little more interesting. I did not expect to have engaged. I did not expect to have engaged four-wheel drive already, but pretty early on I engaged four-wheel drive, and there was some pretty thick, sloppy mud on one of the ATV designated county roads. More to come. We've already gone through a few pretty slippery, slick, muddy spots actually, which has been a surprise. Really nice scenery though. Really nice scenery. And it's just gonna get better. My buddy here, he's attaching his GoPro to get some cool snow footage, and we'll be on our way.
My car looks so goofy with the...
We've made it to the Mississippi River, which is extremely high, even for this time of year. My buddy's turning around his Escalade. Don't get stuck on the tracks. You can see there's so much snow caked on the front of our trucks. It is pretty snowy here. I should mention, I only engaged four-wheel drive briefly on one small road. Since most of the roads here are still just snowy tarmac, I've disengaged it, of course, back to two-wheel drive. Nice spot here. All right, back to the road. Train day around these parts. Tons of trains here today. But we stopped at the very picturesque and famous rock outcrop for a picture and some video. So long, train. That water crossing and this dirt road are pretty spectacular. I did not expect to see such picturesque and scenic locations so far south. We're still really early in our journey, so well done Lone Wolf Expeditions for finding a pretty interesting route even this early on. We're only about 2 hours into the whole thing, so. Well, at the end of this closing dam road, before Wolf Road, I think, Wolf Hollow, it's pretty flooded. So we're gonna turn back around and go a safer route. If it was warmer, I'd walk it, but I don't want to get cold walking through this water. So
Should have took a picture of you.
We're passing this campground. It's pretty flooded. They've got all the trailers up here out of the water. They've got all the trailers up out of the water so they don't get flooded as well. I'm sure later in the season it'll be a beautiful spot to hang out. Coming up here, there's a pretty cool channel for the water to cross through across the road. Here in this town, right on the Mississippi River, we are coming across a lot of houses that are getting bailed out. The basements are flooded, I guess, and they're pumping out water into the channel, into the river, anywhere they can. So lots of flooding here today. Here's that channel I was talking about. There's a canal that they put out of concrete to let the water just flow through down to the river from way up high, and a lot of people are pumping out their basements into it. Cool little town here.
That doesn't look as cool.
Right along the river. This is pretty awesome. Well, we came across a second part of the road that is pretty deep. This time we decided to brave it. It didn't look as deep as the last section. You'll hear the train approaching again. Wow, this Escalade is in there pretty deep. Wow, that is pretty cool. Wow. I don't think any Escalade's ever been in a water crossing that deep. I don't think an Escalade's ever been in water that deep before.
I don't know. Those rugby guys had it up to the hood.
That's true. We got water draining out of it, but should be fine.
Yeah.
Well done, Escalade.